Now, why does hip-hop hate Tyler, the Creator? Just like any other entertainer and public figure, rappers are always going to get criticism no matter what. So in this video, I'm gonna look at the top 2 reasons as to why someone like Tyler gets hated on. Starting with reason number 1, he is too controversial. Now, this first reason, everyone has heard this one. I mean, even I said the same thing when I heard Tyler say that he was going to rape a pregnant woman and tell his friends that he had a threesome.
On that topic when I stuff you in my system. Rape a pregnant bitch and tell my friends I had a threesome. You gotta.
So when people get turned off by Tyler and say that his music is too controversial, it's really understandable. And we all know that this was the reason why Tyler in the first place got so much attention from the hip-hop community when he first came out. And it's so taboo to talk about things in this nature. I mean, most rappers today can't do anything like this. Think about it, if you hear a rapper in 2017 say that he's going to rape a woman, you really think that would ever slide? Hell no. But people have always accepted Tyler for this crazy character he's showing off to the public since he's always been this outspoken from the beginning. And of course, him saying these crazy things like he's gonna rape someone was obviously just for the shock factor. So people never took his lyrics literally. And of course, with this controversy comes a really funny and honest side from Tyler.
I mean, we live in a society where a lot of people are followers and they can't, make their set opinions. Like I have friends going to college for stuff that their parents want them to go for and they're not even happy or anything, but they're just trying to please them, and in the long run, like, I mean, what's gonna be there? Your parents die and you're just stuck there, like, paying debt for something that you didn't even want to learn in the first place. So I just try to tell people to just think for themselves and they'll be way happier in the long run.
Now, as you can see, Tyler really has a funny side to him. So even though he's a very controversial person who really says what he wants in his songs, he's still staying true to himself by showing the public that he has a more honest and normal side to him. So I really think that if people look deeper into him as a person instead of just judging the controversy surrounding him, a lot of people would probably change their opinion on Tyler. But we've seen a song like Yonkers where already from the get-go, every single line on the song is basically contradicting itself.
I'm an overachiever, so how about I start a team of leaders and pick up Stevie Wonder to be the wide receiver?
Ironic, isn't it? And on top of that, the guy's eating a damn cockroach. But to come to a conclusion on this reason, yes, Tyler does get a lot of criticism for his controversial and polarizing character that he's showcasing to the world. But behind that, there's a very honest, funny, and very inspiring guy, and ultimately, this is the reason why he still has a very successful career and is still getting a lot of support from his fans. But moving on to the next reason, and that is his beats are horrible. Personally, I really think that people say this because his beats don't sound like anything else in the industry. Tyler doesn't rap on beats with the influence of the mainstream and the popular sounds, so it's kind of in the middle where he's really not trying to produce his beats and make them sound like what's popular. Instead, his beats really reflect his own character. Tyler is basically creating his beats based off on his real personality. Now, we know that Tyler is a quote-unquote weird guy who not everyone is really going to like because he's so different, and his beats are exactly the same. It's really a hit or miss. Either you're going to like his instrumentals or you're going to despise them. I always like using a song like Yonkers as an example when it comes to discussing Tyler's beats because he himself said that he kind of made that instrumental as a joke. Tyler was aiming at making what he was describing as a shitty 90s sounding New York type beat, and instead of the song coming out bad, it's now one of his most successful songs that he's ever dropped. It's always going to be hard to adapt listening to his beats unless you're already a fan because they don't sound nothing like what you're used to. But does Tyler have bad and horrible beats like a lot of people say? No, definitely not. I would personally say that Tyler's beats are more messy than bad. Now, messy doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means that since his beats are so different, they're gonna be a lot harder to digest if you're really not a fan of him. So yeah, that was the end of this video. Let me know what you think about Tyler. And do you think that he's too controversial? And do you think that it's necessarily a bad thing that he is? And do you think that his beats are horrible like a lot of people say? And also, let me know what you thought about his album that just dropped today. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about bringing together people like you who enjoy music and start a discussion on different topics like this. And of course, like the video if you enjoyed it, follow me on Twitter at BlackySpeakz, and I'm out.